Hello everyone, Are here. Welcome back to my channel. So I am in Nairobi, Kenya, and today we have a very exciting episode. I have an interesting guest right here, and we're just going to have a chat. So hello Pluto, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you, and welcome to Kenya.
Yeah, thank you so much for welcoming me. So kindly introduce yourself for anyone who doesn't know you.
So my name is Robert Ndegwa, but popularly known as the Pluto on social media networks, that is on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok, and YouTube.
And YouTube,
yes.
A very big YouTuber from Kenya, but we shall come to that. So who is the Pluto? How do you describe yourself as a person?
The Pluto is an economics student at the Great Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology.
The great.
Yes, the great. Yes, and I deal with real estate and cereals business, and now content creation.
You're many things, businessman, student, everything.
And content creation,
and the most popular young man in Kenya at the moment, or university student in Kenya at the moment. Interesting. So what I want to start by asking you, I like your name, the Pluto.
Yep.
What does the Pluto mean? Because that's not your birth name by your parents.
You see, you see, I'm the Pluto, the street sanitizer, the chief sanitizer. You see, the is like a reference referring to. So I'm the Pluto. So Pluto means death and rebirth. Like
death and rebirth?
Yeah, death and rebirth. Like you're tired of living your old life and like you want a change. So it is the death and rebirth. It's the Pluto, yeah.
So you just said the street sanitizer,
the chief sanitizer.
What do you mean by sanitizer? What is that?
I sanitize the streets, I sanitize the dirty couples, I sanitize the cheating couples, yes, and I bring them.
What do you mean by sanitize? Do you make them clean?
Yeah, I actually sanitize them to make them clean by actually making couples exchange their phones so that we can see who is cheating. Yeah, then you can go later and nurse heartbreaks at your house comfortably.
Okay, so that's what his YouTube channel is about. So you have to go and check it out. I'm definitely going to link it in the description, and it is very popular for that. Exposing cheating couples, a quite interesting concept. Yeah.
Thank you.
So what I wanted to ask about you, I was trying to watch like your channel and your videos. So I saw a younger version of you who is actually singing a song. So are you a musician? Do you have a music career?
I used to be.
Tell us a little bit about that.
I used to be. Yeah, I used to be an artist. That is back in 2009. I did an album with 8 songs. I did another one in 2011 with 8 songs, and I did another one in 2014 with 8 songs, and I did one later.
You're yourself an artist right now, but naturally you are a singer.
I was.
You were a singer.
Yeah,
I mean, you have the voice, so it means you still are. If you want to pursue
it ran away. The voice.
No, that's an inborn talent. If you sing as a child, because I saw you performing for the president at it's called inauguration. Yeah, at the inauguration.
Yeah.
So if you have a voice as a child, it means you still have it. I think my question would be: is that something you think you would pursue?
No.
Or are you really?
Okay, I don't like singing.
No way.
I hate music.
No way. Why?
You know, people change. You know, we say that change is inevitable. And eventually, like when I was growing up, I wanted to be an artist, a singer. I wanted to be a bishop, to have my own church, to preach to a huge congregation, you know. But then as you grow up, things changed, and you start realizing that person you want to become. So right now, I'm mature enough. So you see, I'm talking about when I was like 10 years, and now we're talking of 12 years later. So
which makes you still young, and you're growing
22 is young.
So don't be surprised when you look at 10 years from now, when maybe you're 32, you actually be like, oh, you know what? Let me actually pursue my singing career.
No,
I've done YouTube.
No, I think by the time you hit 20, your life is already getting in shape, and you know what you wanna pursue in your life. You see,
that's what you think.
When you listen to when you listen to these great people who have already made it in life, you see, in your by the time you are at the end of your 20s, you're supposed to have made a lot of failures in your life, so that you do not repeat them.
Yes,
you understand, right? So there is no way I made a failure and I'm going to repeat it when I'm at 30. You understand, eh? Now, when you reach 30, you now get into specialization.
Yes.
Specializing in what you did best.
Yes.
There is no way I did not sing best, and I specialize in singing it when I'm 30. You see, that is in your 30s. Now, in your 40s, what now you do, you start empowering young generation. Yeah, because now you are getting old, and like you need people to take over.
Like life is just.
It's midlife, but now you know when now you are at your 50s, you need to go and take a breeze at the ocean. Eating,
That is when you're like 70 too. That is when you're like,
no, I want to retire young. I don't not at 70.
Okay,
I want to have fun at 40s, 50s.
But I think what I would like to say is actually, because you're still young, 22 is really young. I think usually I've seen people who can sing.
Yeah.
When you are an artist, trust me, it will come back to you at one point. You're going to go back to the studio and you'll come back to this interview.
It won't.
Okay, mark my words. I'm sure it will.
It won't. Trust me, it won't.
So, tell us about your journey as a YouTuber. How did it come that you created your YouTube channel?
Yeah. So
whatever you do, and then it became so popular. What is that specialty ingredients?
So I created a YouTube channel back in 2018 to create it, to open it. Then I posted like the first content, and then it got like 100 views in like a month. So I gave up, and that 100 views I really struggled because I go telling a person like, kindly subscribe to my channel, please watch, I go to another one. So it's one by one, telling them one by one, only to get 100 views in 1 month. Actually, that was a lot, 100 views in 1 month. But I gave up because it was a lot of work. You got someone telling them to subscribe to your channel and they're like, are you paying us?
Yeah. Because most of the times people don't know about YouTube. They're like, oh, so when I subscribe for you, they're going to pay you because I'm subscribed, which is not the case.
So now they want you to pay them.
Subscribers don't equal to money. It's about the views.
So I gave up until this year, we are in 2021.
Yeah.
I gave up until 2021. That is basically 3 years later. Yeah.
You come back to YouTube.
3 years later, I was just here outside my home and I was doing TikToks. So I had already garnered a lot of numbers on TikTok, more than 300,000 followers.
Wow.
By the time I wanted to concentrate again on YouTube. Then my friend Mwakazi, just my neighbor here, met me doing TikToks, and he told me I'm wasting time.
Yeah, I don't even know how they monetize TikTok, by the way. That's
they haven't started monetizing in Africa. It is being monetized in
TikToker in Kenya. That lady, what's her name?
Aziad.
Yes, Aziad.
You see, Aziad can earn from her live video. Then people can gift him. So those gifts are changed into money. But Kenyans, it's so hard for them to gift you.
Platform.
Because many do not use credit cards and debit. You understand? So it's hard for Kenyans to gift you. Unless those that are gifting you are from... Yeah, exactly. So earning from TikTok when you are in Kenya, unless you get a corporate endorsements, but not from the... not from the platform itself. So he met me and I was like, you're wasting a lot of time. This content that you are doing on TikTok, you could be creating the same content on YouTube. So I decided to start. So I started. I never knew what to do, so I was doing a lot of things at first. Then later I started dating and I brought couple goal on my channel, and it picked up very well. Yeah,
people love relationship content.
Yeah, later breaking up, then I was like, what am I going to do next? I tried news, but no views. Yeah, my audience didn't want me to do any news. I think I was not meant to be a news anchor or a news reporter. So then I asked my audience, what do you want me to bring to you? And people were suggesting, Pluto, you can do loyalty tests.
Oh, wow. So your viewers asked for that.
Yeah,
and at this point, how many subscribers do you have? at that point? Like how many?
Right now I'm at
No, at the time before you started doing the
loyalty test. I had like is it
60,000.
around 60,000 subscribers. Yeah.
So loyalty test helped your channel to blow up.
Yeah, because right now I'm at 252,000.
Wow.
Meaning I've gained more than 140,000 subs. Not 100, 190.
Yeah, 190.
Since I started doing loyalty test in less than 1.5 months. Yeah.
What? That is crazy.
2 months or less than 1, 2? It's either 2 months or 1.5. 1.5 to 2 months. Yeah.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah.
But I think Kenyans also watch a lot of YouTube compared to Uganda. But I think it's also because your internet prices are like very, very friendly. In Uganda, people do a lot more Facebook than YouTube. I think here it's the opposite. Is Facebook very popular in Kenya? Or it's YouTube and Twitter?
Because actually in Kenya, many artists from Africa, even like from Tanzania, the likes of Diamond gets his top views from Kenya.
Wow.
The likes of Mbosso and other artists from Africa.
On my channel as well, actually, Kenyans are like, I have like 8% of my viewers from Kenya, and then Uganda doesn't appear anywhere. You can imagine on my own channel.
You're from Uganda, but Uganda doesn't appear.
It doesn't. Like I can show you my statistics. So Kenyans watch a lot of YouTube, and I think it's a positive thing for content creators. Ugandans are on Facebook because internet is expensive. Anyway, so I want to ask you about your childhood. The other day I was here when you're celebrating your, it was meant to be a party for your daughter, but we shall come back to that later. And it meant you to celebrate your 100,000 subscriber button. And I saw your parents here, and then even sang for us. So how was your relationship with your parents growing up as a kid?
I would say it was good. You see, my mom is a Christian. And I was brought up so close to my grandmother, but unfortunately she passed last year in November. So I would say it was not bad. It was
like just nice, small childhood.
Like how average kids grow up.
Okay, like stubborn.
I wouldn't say it was so good or so bad. It was just
But when you're a kid, if your parents love you, if you have food to eat, you go play with your friends, do your homework so that they don't beat you when you go back to school.
Like half of my life I've lived with my parents, and half I lived with my brother, and until now I live alone. So. Because until when I was from the age of 10, 11, I started living with my old brother.
Oh, wow.
So you see, right now I'm 22, 11, and I'm 22. So let me say half I've been with parents and half.
Like a parent role in your life.
Yeah, my big brother. Because when I was in like class 7, class 8, my work was to only wash the utensils. Then he would clean the house. He will cook for me, and he would even wash my clothes.
Wow.
By that time he was in around form 2.
Wow. Form 2 is young. You're like 14. When you're in form 2, you're really young.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I was living with him.
The two of you?
Yeah, the two of us. Yeah.
Really? So you had to take care of you. That's a big responsibility. Yeah, actually, my brother's ever done the same. I think when we were kids, at one point my parents were away. So our big brother would like cook for us and do all those things. So we started to call him Mama Muto. Mama is for mommy, and then Muto is like young. So we started to call him like a young mom because he was taking care of like all the little siblings. Nice. Yeah, interesting. Okay. So how are you finding life as a university student? How do you balance it? You're a student, you're an entrepreneur, you are a YouTuber. Being a YouTuber is a full-time job by itself, and you're putting out content all the time. So how do you manage? How do you do it?
It isn't easy. Like right now there was a class that I haven't attended.
Okay.
Yeah. Because they had already made plans, then a class came up, so
yeah.
I had to choose one. I can make up for class, but you might travel back to Uganda, so you would not have done this content.
This guy is blaming me for not going to class.
So I chose what's the best for me also. This is content creation, and yeah.
Okay, maybe my question should be actually for, cause this is the younger generation.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily need to go to school to make money, because as a content creator you can focus on your content
And make money.
earn a living out of it. So do you actually think education is that necessary? Because we go to school, you know, they tell us, go to school, get nice grades, go to university, get your degree, get a nice job, work, make money, buy a car. But somewhere, somehow, with the social media world and the exposure and all these platforms, you can create content and achieve that without going to school. So what is your take on that?
Education, academic excellence is overrated. And I was telling some girl somewhere that being at the top of your finance class does not mean that you're going to make more money than all the others.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Being at the top of your...
Even being the smartest in class is not related to being successful in life. And I think our parents got it wrong, even our teachers.
So you see what happens, I think something like entrepreneurship 101 should be taught to kids from grade 1. Because like for me to be where I am today is because I had to get out of school because I couldn't get the skills I wanted to make money in school.
Hold on. At what point is this?
When I joined campus after 1 year, I stepped out of campus to go and hustle.
And make money?
Yes. So I came back when I was...
Is it because you're like a broke campus student, or did you feel the need to step out of campus and make money?
One,
or I was just being patient?
One, I was a broke campus student with a bright future. So I needed to figure out things so early.
Earlier, so you felt like going to class?
I felt like education was wasting me.
Wasting you?
Yeah, that time. Because there is no way a lecturer will come to class, and I'm in my first year. Lecturer comes and tells us that even if you graduate today, your first salary will be 25,000 shillings. Until you do your masters.
That's like how much in USD?
25,000 is like 250? No, 250, yeah, 250 USD.
Oh, that's even a lot. In Uganda, your first job, they can even pay you like $100 for a full month.
For a graduate?
Yes, for a graduate. Like $100. That's if you get the job.
For 4 months?
A full month. Like
a full month.
For 30 days and then they pay like $100.
You see now, you see economics is not an easy course. You do a lot of mathematics.
Yes.
Only to be paid $250 for a month until you do your masters, and now your salary can go up to $840.
Yes,
when you do masters. And in Kenya to do masters, it's not about government sponsorship. You sponsor yourself, and you're going to use around
more money.
You're going to use around $10,000
Which you don't even have
to $20,000
to do your masters. Yeah.
And actually, when you are still in campus, you the government sponsored you. So imagining you are out of campus, but you are on loan that you have to pay. And now you want to do masters. Now tell me, this is the question. When you start getting these $250, how long are you going to take? And you need to survive, you need to eat and pay rent until you save up $10,000 to $20,000 to go back for masters, so that you can come back, so that you can at least get paid $840.
It doesn't make sense.
So with $250, if you decide to marry, if you decide if you decide to have a kid and even rent a house, you see, if a bed sitter goes for around $70, from $70, a good bed sitter per month. You need to eat, you need transport to go to where you're working. And in Kenya, many campuses don't give traveling allowance or food allowance. No, it's just salary. So when I sat down and thought about it, and my future was so bright, man.
You like have a bright future, but
I needed to achieve that before I go back to school to complete my degree.
So what did you do at that point? What did you do exactly?
So I started hustling with my friend, that guy.
Oh, okay.
You've seen the guy. So I started hustling with him. So he was...
When you say hustle, what activity are you doing exactly to make money?
We used to go to, there is a very common market called Gikomba. It's in Kenya. It's a very huge market in Kenya. It's in Nairobi called Gikomba. You can get clothes very cheap. Like a good female top, I can get it is from 5 shillings to 20 shillings. That's like in terms of dollars, $0.05.
Like 50 cents, like half a dollar.
Half a dollar is a lot.
That's 50 cents, half a dollar.
Like
less than half
an eighth of a dollar.
Hey.
Yeah, you can get tops from an eighth of a dollar. So then you can come and sell it at $1.
Oh, so you make a profit
of around 75%. So that is what I would do.
So you started now doing
buying tops, female tops. Like I know about female, I know about female shoes. So I would go to the market at 4 a.m. in the morning.
Yes.
So I arrive at around 5 a.m. So I pick the best shoes with low prices, because the point in entrepreneurship, you buy low and sell high.
Yes.
Then when I come back, I wash them. By around 3 p.m. they are dry. Then I go to Thika town. Then we start selling them. Sometimes we can sell 2 to 3 shoes. Sometimes you are lucky, you sell even 10 pairs.
Wow.
Sometimes you don't sell anything.
So that's how the hustle begins.
That's how the hustle begins.
So you went out of campus to do that, like, for how long?
I was out of campus for like a year.
A full year doing that?
No, I didn't do that for a whole year. I did that for a few months. At the same time when I was doing that, the little capital I was getting, I started involving myself in online business. I started trading. I started learning about Forex, learning about Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other cryptocurrencies. I started trading, joining online businesses. Yeah.
Forex trading?
Yeah. So I did that. Then I started doing brand ambassadorship for different companies.
So you're already an influencer at this point?
No, not that brand ambassador in terms of you appear on billboards or such. No, like in campus, to only be paid around $50 per month. So
to do what?
$50 to, like, there is an app. There's a company called Viskit. It's a competitor company to TikTok. So they gave me a job. So like I have to walk through campuses telling people to download the app from Play Store. So that was the work. Wow. So that's like being an ambassador in J-Quarter, but they started with the $50. Yeah.
So that's how the hustle began.
Yeah.
Wow, interesting. So how did you become an influencer? Because as listening to you saying, when you're talking about your YouTube channel, you said you started from Instagram, creating content, maybe posting pictures, grew an audience on Instagram, and then later moved to YouTube, which is very recent. So how did your Instagram journey? Because I believe that's when you got the...
You see, I used to go to Gikomba. I would get nice clothes at cheaper prices. So my fashion was a bit good at that time, because I would get good shoes. When I go there and I see a good shoe, I carry it. When I get a good trouser, I carry it. Then some of my friends started telling me that, Pluto, you have some good sense of fashion. You should maybe open an Instagram account and you post pictures. So 2019 March. I did an Instagram account on 2019 March.
Also as advertising, I guess, for your clients?
No, I just started to post myself.
Yourself?
Yeah, so the first few pics never got any. So my brother actually is the one who pioneered that you should open an account. By that time, while opening that account, I was in Adam's Arcade Toy Market, where he had a shop. So I would go there and help him sell. Then he paid me some commission.
So when you got out of school for a full year to find work, to make money and all that, did you go back to school or you continued being an entrepreneur? You kept enjoying that and you're like,
I kept working, because when I lay my hands on something, I try to do the best I can. Because by the time I was leaving Biscuit, I had a good salary. When I talk of a good salary, is because I went there as a brand, as an ambassador for the universities, but I left as an event manager in the same company in a period of less than a year. Because they saw my work. I did projects with songs like Kana Mamako by Uchungulu Family. They are great artists. I sent so many artists when I was in Biscuit.
Promoting this company.
Yeah, so it came a time, and I had saved up from online businesses. I had already started putting up my businesses, my shop. So I decided now to quit Biscuit and to quit and to just go back to school, so that my business can finance my education and all that. Yeah.
Okay. Wow, interesting. Yeah. So when you're having this conversation, you said if you're making $250, you can't pay for. I mean, it's difficult to pay your house rent.
That's too little when you are
a wife,
in
you
town.
Can't take care of your baby. So let's talk about what is your experience being a young dad. Because you're quite young. I think 22 is actually really young. Not too many people have kids at 22 unless you're in the village. I'm just using Uganda context. I don't know what it is in Kenya, because you have like high rates of teenage pregnancies, you know, very many young girls and men, you find them fathering kids. But someone who has been able to go to school, has a chance to go to school and get educated, it's not very common. So what has parenthood taught you maybe? What has been your experience as a parent?
According to my dad, I'm not young having a kid at that age because...
Oh, wow.
And when you go through rites of passage in my culture, it prepares you for...
Rites of passage is circumcision?
Like circumcision, initiation, yeah.
Okay.
Now it gives you a now, it's like you can now marry.
Yes.
Because you're being taught how to carry yourself around as a man.
Yes,
you get?
That's true. Oh, wow.
So
that's the Kikuyu culture.
That's the Kikuyu culture.
We also have some tribes in Uganda where they do circumcision. Yeah.
So if a Kikuyu man who have gone through that, he's been taught how he can handle a family. He's been taught how he can tackle some issues. So for me,
the education, they tell you how to... Okay.
So for me, when I got a kid, I won't say that I was not prepared because I wouldn't want my child to hear that I wasn't prepared to receive a kid or anything. Because kids come as blessing.
Yes.
So when I got a kid, I started even working more. Because I knew that one day I'll have now to provide more for the kid in terms of education and all that. So for me, it's not a big of a challenge.
Okay, interesting.
Because I love my kid and I would always provide for him.
Yeah, I agree because we saw your video, you're trying to do your best as a parent. And I think it's also a good message for young men out there of your age who also have dads as well. Not everyone is going to take responsibility.
Sure.
Most of them won't. But I think it's a good thing when parents take responsibility for their children. Interesting. So you're saying you have a diverse audience, both the young and the old?
Yeah. So you see, like out of the 290,000, 250,000, I think like 100 is because what I see from the comment section, I think the people with families,
Yes, because it's a topic that touches everyone. I think, I don't know the statistics in Kenya, but in Uganda, it's like everyone cheats. I mean, not everyone. I do believe there are people who don't cheat. That's like a 1%. But I would say Ugandans have a belief that all men cheat, which I don't believe, and then like 80% of the women cheat.
And then 20 don't.
Which I don't believe. I'm giving the women 80 because I know women, like, there is a good 20%.
Now, according
then the men, I'm giving them, I'm saying 99% of them cheat and there is like a good 1%. But that good 1% to come across that 1% man.
It's hard.
Lord. It's just a blessing from God. So I don't know what the situation in Kenya is.
I think now, because now I'm the chief sanitizer, self-proclaimed.
But you need to be sanitized yourself. Are you in a relationship?
I've been sanitized.
You need to be sanitized.
I've been, but they found nothing. Because really? I'm not among that 1%.
Hold on.
Now,
because before you call yourself a chief sanitizer, it means you have to be extremely clean. That's what it means.
I am. I've been sanitized.
Have to be so I want to know, has it been sanitized?
I've been sanitized by, is it Plug TV? Yeah, I've been sanitized by Plug TV, and it was like, I was going there for the interview. Clean? I was going there for the interview, then they asked for my phone. Yeah.
But it was
clean,
there?
Very clean, no?
You need to be sanitized thoroughly before you call yourself chief sanitizer.
I'm the chief sanitizer, and let me tell you, from the sanitizing that I've done, now you may think that men cheat, but women cheat more. Like me, it's practical. Like,
really?
Practically, I've done that.
Really?
I usually hold those phones, and you guys have watched my content. I usually even show those phones.
The problem is I don't understand Swahili. I hope by the way you take care of your English audience.
You know there is this girl I sanitized, and like on Monday, she was the different man. On a Tuesday, she was the different man. Then on Wednesday, she was a different man. Then she takes a P2 on Wednesday to cater for the 3 men. Now you tell me, men don't even eat every day. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
So let me ask you, what is your approach? Because if I know my phone is dirty, I won't come to your show in the first place.
No, what happens is this. I meet you, you're with your boyfriend. Then I tell you I want us to do a loyalty test kind of a thing, because we want to ensure that you couples are not cheating. So you're going to say...
I feel confident, I'll be like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, you're going to say, yeah, and the other... So if you refuse, your boyfriend is going to ask you, are you cheating?
Oh,
So eventually you'll have now to wait until we sanitize. If we find you, if we don't find you, it's okay. Because now, if you refuse now, you'll make your man or your woman overthink about it. Yeah.
So what happens if do couples break up? Like what happens when they find that?
Some even fight.
Yeah, I saw some fighting, but I couldn't understand.
Many fight.
Wow, out of feeling guilty.
But now we have I have my team, security team, that ensures no blood that is being poured.
That's a very, very interesting concept.
But again, we usually also follow up. Like there is this couple we sanitized in a place called Wetaidia, and we found out that the boyfriend was banging another girl yesterday. So, and this girl, his girlfriend here is pregnant, 6 months.
Wow.
Then the guy was cheating yesterday with another, and we actually even saw the text, they miss each other, how they banged and all that. So, this girl says that I'm going to abort this today. We could.
That's risky for her own health.
Even if they break up, we couldn't allow her to to terminate that pregnancy. We actually now had to intervene and make that guy to apologize until this girl forgives us. But now, do you know what's the interesting part? After we did all that work, I went back to do the follow-up for that time. And on this follow-up, the girl confesses that he's banging two guys who've been thinking that the pregnancy belongs to them. So we asked her, who is the real father of the kid? He said it is the guy that we sanitized. We asked her, what about the other guy? He said the other guy is a cheesy. He uses like a small phone. He won't even see this on social media. He's just a fella. A fella is just a crazy person. You can imagine. We thought that the guy was cheating. So he was a player. So the girl was the coach.
So they are both cheating at the comment section, and some people are talking about the high rates of HIV among young people, university students. They are talking about, of course, that teenage pregnancies, of course, it comes with high rates of abortion and all that. So, I don't know, do you guys give them any advice?
Follow up and show them that life must continue. You have other girls or other men crashing on you, so why would you mind this one? You know, women are not 12 or men are not 12 like the disciples of Jesus.
There is
there are so many out
options.
there. Yeah.
Wow, interesting.
But now it's usually hard. Now it's so toxic in the relationship, because those toxic couples, when they break up, sometimes you usually see a couple when you start the conversation. I actually tell my people, you cannot sanitize this one.
Why?
Because you can sense even danger. If we find this one cheating, this girl can hang herself. We can sense danger. Just tell them. Just let them go.
Wow, yeah, it's a very sensitive issue. So what?
And sometimes I don't even read some text. I don't let the other person know what is there. Sometimes I'll just scroll and if it's too bad, and scroll the one that even if they fight, they can reconcile.
Wow.
People are cheating, especially girls. Guy, oh my God.
But whom are they cheating with? They're cheating with a man. It's everyone is cheating, If you say women are cheating, it's not like they are being gay.
Let me give you a scenario. Let me give you another scenario. Let me give you another scenario. We sanitized a couple in Thika, and the girl was cheating with Mbaba. Mbaba now is a sponsor.
A man with more money.
Yeah, so he tells the boyfriend that they don't have sex with this man, but now this man sends the money. So the boyfriend tells the lady, it's okay if he sends the money, let him send the money, then we eat together. So apparently, like a week before, the sponsor had sent 9,000. So the girl gives the boyfriend 3, then she eats 6. It was not the first time that the girl has been receiving money from sponsors and
sharing with a boyfriend.
Then the
boyfriend also eats the money.
Yeah, then the boyfriend.
I think the money is coming from.
Then the boyfriend believes that the girl does not get into any intimacy with these men. So now we decided to sanitize deeply. Where?
What was the boy doing?
Now the boy gets mad because now the guy has been sleeping around with all these men to get this money. Then the girl asks the guy, "Why are you mad? And we've been eating this money together."
Yeah, why are you mad? Like, why would?
It's crazy.
So damn. I'm sorry to say, like, if you have another man taking care of your woman, and then you think that's your woman, like, what are you thinking? come on, you know, what would you be thinking? Because that's your responsibility.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's
Anyway,
crazy.
so moving forward, one, what would you tell young people growing up, someone who admires the Pluto and wants to maybe be like you, entrepreneur, a social media influencer kind of business, because it's a business as well. And secondly, what should your viewers or your fans expect from you moving forward?
I will tell them that you see, fast success gives you ego, but slow success gives you character. That's why if you are able to sustain your wealth, or if you are able to sustain yourself at the top, it means that you have the skills to sustain it. Meaning you started from somewhere, it was a slow growth. If someone comes and gives you 100 million today, trust me, one thing, you do not know what you're supposed to do with the money, because you just held it fast.
Like that,
You see, but someone who received the first million, planned it out, it was a success, received 5, 10, 15, basically he's built some empire, and if you give this person 100 million, he knows where to put that money into. You understand? So there is no lift to success, and you must always take the stairs. Believe in yourself, and it does not matter whatever age you are going to achieve your dreams, provided you achieve them, and provided you make sure that your today is better than your yesterday.
Okay, I thank you so much.
Thank you.
This was a nice conversation. Go and check out his videos, and if you don't understand Swahili, I'm sorry guys. And of course, subscribe, like, share, and we shall see you on the next one. Bye guys.
Thank you.